Hello friends, I am Dr. Pranav Khoche from Department of English, Nutan Vidya Prasarak Mandals, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Lasalgaon District, Nasik. This year, I am going to teach you TYBA English Special Paper 3, that is Appreciating Novel. First, we will deal with theory of novel and its first component, the very first component, that is definition of novel. There are several definitions we are going to deal with. They have some common factors in them. The first definition is from Oxford Dictionary, online version. It defines novel as a fictitious prose narrative of book length, typically representing character and action with some degree of realism. Now friends, we must concentrate, we must focus on particular words. Then this definition will get clearer. The first three words, significant three words, are fictitious, prose, narrative. Fictitious means imaginary. Writer has imagined, the novelist imagines and then writes. So, out of his imagination, that's why fictitious. Second important word is prose. A novel is written in a prose form. That is, it is not verse, that is, it is not poetry. So, it is written in a prose form where there are paragraphs, not poetry lines. Third is narrative. Novel is a piece of writing that is narrative. It is not fully descriptive, nor does it have only dialogues like a drama, right? So, it's a work of narration. That is, someone, that is the novelist, the narrator, tells you a story. So, he or she tells you a sequence of events. We will deal with these details later on, but please remember these three words. A fictitious, that is imaginary. Second is prose, that is the form. And third is narrative. It's not verse. It's not description, but it's a narrative. Next important phrase is of book length. This particular phrase, book length, distinguishes novel, differentiates novel from short story. Short story can be of just two or just one page, 2-3 pages, 5 pages, 10 pages. But novel is of book length. So it has certain volume. It can go on from 85 pages to 105 pages, 1005 pages, that is 1500 pages, or even more. For your information, the books like War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, novels like War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy contain more than 1500 pages. I'll read that again. A fictitious prose narrative of book length. Next, typically representing character and action. These two words are again important. Character and action. What does a novel represent? What does a novel contain? What does a novel show? What does it include? It includes character or characters and their actions. That is important to remember. We will focus on that again in further definitions. With some degree, now see this friend, with some degree of realism. There is certain reality in the novel. You will say that, sir, just a while ago you said it is a fictitious and now you say there is reality. Let me explain. Some degree of realism means though a novel is work of imagination, that is, the characters are not always real persons and the events in the novel are imagined, They have not taken place in real life, but the novelist writes from his own experience of life. No novelist can write a novel with just his imagination, but he has to rely on, he has to fall back on his experiences, various experiences that he has taken in his or her life. So, important keywords here are fictitious, then prose, it's not verse, it is narration mainly, then length of book length, and elements of novels which contain that, they are characters and actions. Here is another definition from Shorter Oxford Dictionary. A fictitious prose narrative, these three words are the same, of considerable length. Considerable length means you can consider the length of the novel as bigger than, it's not very short, but considerable length, enough length, right? So, as I told you earlier, a novel has to have some length. A novel cannot end. See, the basic reason for this considerable length is that scope of the novel is more than that of a short story. Short story you have studied in, some short stories you have studied in your SYBA, right? Hardly one or two or at the most three characters were there in the short story. That particular those particular short stories focused on not more than one or two events. There were not much events. But in contrast to this, the scope of the novel can be quite vast. There can be several characters. Obviously, protagonists are one or two, but there can be several minor characters, and the actions can again range quite vastly. So, that is why considerable length, in which characters and actions representative of real life, again real life, though they are characters, that is the persons in the novel, imaginary persons in the novel, and actions again imagined by the novelist, still they show something like a real life, verisimilitude, that we will see next. Verisimilitude is, the novel has certain degree of verisimilitude, that is, a novel is like a real life. It has a semblance to real life, similarity to real life. So, a fictitious prose narrative of considerable length, in which characters and actions representative of real life are portrayed in a lot of more or less complexity. The next important phrase in the definition is more or less complexity. A novel has to have certain degree of complexity. The characters in the novel, they develop in a particular way, in a certain way, right? Sorry. See, the next definition, as you can see, an invented prose narrative that is usually long and complex and deals especially with human experience through a usually connected sequence of events. Now here are certain again words, I have made them bold. First is invented. Again, an invented is something new, something imagined, right? So an invented prose narrative that is usually long and complex. These words repeat again and again, they are important. Long and complex. The novel is not short like a short story, but it is long and it is complex. It has certain, as I earlier told, certain degree of complexity, right? The plot of the novel is not always simple, right? It is complex and deals especially with human experience. There will be several novels which will have animals, but mainly the novel form deals with human experience through a usually connected sequence of events. What is this connected sequence of events? Connected sequence of events is plot. Connected sequence of events is plot, right? So you must understand this. An invented prose narrative, that invented is again imagined, imaginary by the imagined by the novelist, prose narrative that is usually long and complex and deals especially with human experience through a usually connected sequence of events. This definition is from Merriam-Webster dictionary, right? Now we will go to the next definition, or we can say descriptions. This is from the Encyclopedia Britannica online version. Novel, an invented prose narrative of considerable length. Now, these lines or phrases won't have much difficulty for you. An invented, second is prose, then narrative, and considerable length, and a certain complexity that deals, now look at this line, imaginatively with human experience. There is human experience, obviously, but that human experience is dealt with imagination by the novelist, usually through a connected sequence. Sequences are connected in a novel. Connected sequence of events involving a group of persons, that is characters, a group of persons in a specific setting. Here in this particular definition, this element of setting has been added, right? So a group of persons, who are a group of persons? That is the characters of novels in the novel in a specific setting. Setting, generally speaking, is time and place where the story of the novel takes place. A critic named Ifor Evans defines the genre. Genre is type of literature, we have seen the last year. So this genre of novel as, the novel can be described as a narrative in prose based on a story. This particular element, based on a story, is new for us. The novel can be described as a narrative in prose based on a story in which the author may portray character, here Ifor Evans says that the author may portray a character and the life of an age, the life of a period, how people lived in particular age, in particular period of history, the life of an age, and he may analyze sentiments and passions, emotions of those particular characters and the reactions of men and women to their environment. Please focus here, your attention. The new phrases in the definition or description of the novel, this particular form, is the life of an age, and he may analyze sentiments and passions and the reactions of men and women to their, how men and women, how people react to their environment, the ways of life, right? This he may do with a setting in ordinary life. He may use the novel for fantasy. He may use the novel for fantasy or some portrayal of the supernatural. So the novelist can portray ordinary life. He can deal in fantasy, that is complete imagination, almost no reality or very less reality, and some portrayal of the supernatural. You know this word. The supernatural is those things or those elements, like, obviously they are imaginary, but like ghosts or magic and so on and so forth. Now we will go to the next definition. This is the last definition, or rather I'll call it a description of novel. M.H. Abrams, in A Glossary of Literary Terms, this book you must possess if you want to study literature. So, M.H. Abrams, in A Glossary of Literary Terms, elaborates this genre. The term novel is now, in the present time, he is talking about the present times. The term novel is now applied to a great variety of writings. So, it can be applied to a great variety of writings, not limited varieties, that have in common only the attribute of being extended works of fiction written in prose. As an extended narrative, the novel is distinguished. Now he is distinguishing the novel from other forms. As an extended narrative, the novel is distinguished from the short story. I have already told you, we have already discussed that short story is short story. It has limited characters, 1, 2, 3 characters, not more than that. And again, the scope of the short story is also limited. It deals with hardly 1 or 2 events, not more than that. And from the work of, so the novel is distinguished, definitely distinguished from the short story, and from the work of middle length called the novelette, or some people call it novella. So the work of middle length called novella. What is novelette or novella? It is again a piece of a work of prose fiction, prose narrative, which is lengthier or which is longer than a short story but shorter than a novel. These terms are quite relative actually, right? Its magnitude, the magnitude of the novel permits, magnitude is the volume, how big it is, right? Its magnitude permits a greater variety of characters. There can be many characters, some of them can be major characters, 2 or 3 can be protagonists, or at least 1 can be protagonist, other can be major characters, minor characters, right? So its magnitude permits a greater variety of characters, greater complication of plot or plots. There can be one plot which can be very complex. There can be one main plot, there can be other subplots. Ampler development of milieu is surrounding, and more sustained exploration of character and motives than do the short story.